daddy-daughter date day. Overly planned dates never compare to spontaneous ones because they rarely lead to a triangle of love with some mysterious gal at the Sirens Music Festival in Staten Island, New York, who makes the first move on your man without this being his plan in the first place. Of course, there are exceptions because planning to see Elaine Stretch perform a bunch of Stephen Sondheim tunes at the famed Carlisle Hotel on the Upper East Side, JFK's old school hump around stomping grounds, for your first year wedding anniversary while noshing on the most succulent slivers of primo smoked salmon and crackers imaginable prior in the piano bar when your wife notices Paul McCartney checking her out with an interested, "Oh, darling," gaze. You're not complaining about the results of a planned out date night either. Also, when Elaine Stratch, who played Jack's mom in 30 Rock, as a badass, domineering woman of class, barbed wit, and sophistication, who can reduce any titan of industry son into a nerve-plagued, mumbling man, while thrust into her all-knowing aura again, and quotes in front of a live, adoring audience. In so many words, the world always looks pregnant with magical delight from your Hotel Carlisle window as flurries of snow start to blanket the city, like the ultimate Macy's Day window display treat for Mother Nature to play a leading role in decorating, isn't making you question the importance of planning a magical date night wedding anniversary to celebrate the day you became official lifetime partners in love, for better or worse, begrudgingly or not either. Holla! Thank you very much! Still, deciding to visit the local pizzeria, Frank's, in our nearby adorably quaint hamlet town of Croton Falls, enveloped by ponds flush with trout, windy hilly roads, and high-end open-aired horse stables for the finest equestrian horses the world has to offer, with your pitch-perfect 9-year-old daughter, who just schooled you on why the captain of the Titanic's ego was the sole main driving force behind James Cameron ultimately winning his King of the Universe Oscar after getting divorced from Linda Hamilton when he chose to dick around with some CGI in his editing booth some more instead of receiving the privilege of Linda Hamilton ripping off his man skin in the sack with her hand or from her bionic vagina is what dream dates are made of. Holla! Thank you very much! All of a sudden, Mama was out of the house with baby Samuel. Chosen Curls was bound to woo! Arthur was actually in school for a change in a post-woke, COVID-crazed universe gone wild, and I found myself at our kitchen table with my Béchert daughter, my new and improved female twin of the most special glowed order, around noon, and I propose, why don't we have a lunch date together and pick it up from Frank's in town, Matilda. Matilda says, great idea, Daddy. Let's leave now, though, because my next Google Classroom call is at 12:40, and I know how you can do more talking than eating once you get your yak pipes warmed up. So, we take an idyllic stroll to our local village in Croton Falls, which is a 2-minute walk max, where the old school post office in town is where they actually shot It's a Wonderful Life. And I was so at one with my daughter during this bonding, talky stroll to even get angry over the crashing realization we'd never gone on a daddy-daughter date to town since the era of using children as politicized pawns began, since terms such as remote learning went viral after the COVID virus made in China began. Again, we didn't have a planned lunch order at all. My daughter spotted a fresh, bright red, wrinkle-free grandma slice. I'm sorry. It's only a grandma slice when it's a square. So in this case, it was a margarita. which means plump Roma tomatoes and basil. Same shit. Holla. Thank you very much. My daughter spotted a fresh, bright red, wrinkle-free margarita slice, begging to be devoured. Now, normally, we'd order a dozen garlic knots if our two brothers were partaking, but it was just us two. So the standard order of 6 bomb roasted garlic, never burnt, always crispy on the outside and fresh within. That's a standalone scene stealer by itself, which never freaking happens when you're dealing about garlic knots. Was another no-brainer order add-on, especially knowing Frank's side of marinara is always well-flavored and chunky, herb-flavored enough to take this standard adolescent stuck within your perpetual realm, age of innocence, that much. Hiya! Slice still lives! Holla! Thank you very much! Doodle Dad over here couldn't resist not ordering. They're consistently delicious. Never too greasy. Amazing. Bomb hero bread shrouded. Just the right amount of what it tastes like. Homemade mozzarella on top. Eggplant parm hero. To make you love embracing the koshertarian diet. Come rain or shine! Frank Sinatra lives. Again. Holla. Thank you very much! I still miss my cherished cheesesteaks of yesteryear since embracing the koshertarian diet. But sharing super fresh, scrumptious, never too heavy eggplant parm hero. So my daughter, over our daddy-daughter date day, makes those Cheese Whiz laced sauteed onion speck cheesesteaks from Philly transplants in New York, such as Tony Luke's, become a far-flung distant, wasn't as great as I remember longing for memory. Especially when your daughter assumes the lead and doesn't hesitate to ask Daddy for another bite of his eggplant parm hero. Especially after Daddy adds some salty, fresh specks of pecorino from the fridge on top to make this eggplant parm hero, worshipped in Queens, the original location of Frank's Pizzeria, sing with such big deal specialness, you better recognize possibility. I never planned on having my firstborn, Matilda Singin' Rose Cornbluth, either, because I never mastered the pump fake. Yet, every day, she proves to me why the best things in life are never planned, but given through the Most High, for never giving up on doing you all the way.